Like and subscribe right now, or you're gonna have terrible luck for the next week.
Since life began on Earth, animals have adapted and evolved to stay alive. Some animals have developed impressive camouflage techniques, while others have focused on their defensive skills. Others, though, have learned to make the most of things and found that you never say no to a meal, even if it means picking up a few new skills along the way. From bloodthirsty crabs to spitting fish and insanely smart dolphins, here are 15 badass aquatic creatures that eat land animals. Number 15, the octopus. Is there any animal in the ocean cooler than an octopus? The tentacles, the beak, the way they stare you down with those intelligent eyes. And you should know that scientists think that the octopus is one of the smartest animals on Earth. It should be unsurprising then to learn that the octopus is a very clever hunter. Though they mostly feed on crustaceans, fish and cephalopods, octopi have been observed hopping out of the ocean to stalk and catch animals such as crabs. With a 20 to 30 minute time frame before they have to return to the water, they can round up more than a few crabs for lunch. Number 14, the catfish. In southwestern France, a group of enterprising catfish have taught themselves to catch pigeons. In this region, it is common to see pigeons using the River Tarn as a bird bath. They stand at the rocky edge of the water to clean and preen themselves. Unbeknownst to them, there are huge 5-foot killer catfish quietly stalking them. These European catfish are the largest freshwater fish in continental Europe. They will zero in on a particular bird and lunge out of the water, snapping down on the unsuspecting pigeon. This is a particularly risky strategy as it leaves the catfish stuck on the rocks momentarily. However, they use their strong muscles to wriggle backwards into the water to dine on their catch. Number 13, the coconut crab. Did you know that crabs can smell blood just like sharks? Also, like sharks, the scent of blood drives the crabs into a feeding frenzy. It is not uncommon for the crabs to attack wounded birds on the beach. The coconut crab in particular has been observed attacking, killing and eating birds. These huge crabs live in coastal areas in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. They can grow up to 3 feet or around 1 meter wide and weigh as much as 9 pounds or 4 kilograms, and they are fast. A bird is no match for these crabs, especially if they gang up together. Number 12, the snakehead fish. Our number 12 pick, the snakehead fish, is native to Asia. Even though they are fish, they might have more in common with snakes. These long, serpentine-looking fish are aptly named as they look like large snakes with gills and fins. The similarities do not stop there though. These determined fish have been recorded slithering out of the water to hunt land animals such as birds, mice and snakes. Once they've grabbed their prey, they wolf it down in one bite just like a snake. Number 11, orcas. Orcas, also known as killer whales, are considered one of the top predators in the ocean. They have a very diverse diet which consists partly of fish, sharks, seabirds, sea turtles and seals. Clearly, killer whales are not picky when it comes to their lunch and will hunt pretty much anything in their sight. They have been observed eating 140 different species. You would think that being a huge whale weighing between 6,000 to 12,000 pounds or 2,700 to 5,400 kilograms would limit it to finding its meals in the water. But orcas are known to eat penguins and have even been seen eating an unlucky moose. I guess there is a good reason why they're called killer whales. Number 10, the Giant Trivelli. The Giant Trivelli lives in the turquoise blue waters off the coast of eastern Africa in the Indian Ocean near the Seychelles Islands. This huge fish usually eats smaller fish, crustaceans, cephalopods and mollusks, although they have been known to dine on larger animals such as sea turtles and baby dolphins. The craziest thing they eat though are birds. A BBC film crew caught a Giant Trivelli on video leaping from the ocean to grab a bird out of the air mid-flight. This is a very impressive feat when you consider that Trivellis can grow up to 5.5 feet or 1.7 meters long and can weigh up to 176 pounds or 80 kilograms. What a sight that must be to behold. A person-sized fish soaring up and out of the water to snatch a bird out of the air. Number 9, the tiger shark. The tiger shark makes it onto our list even though it is as much a scavenger as a predator. These sharks will eat just about anything: rays, dolphins, seals, squid, and fish, just to name a few. They've also been found with garbage such as bottles, pieces of boats, old tires, and even license plates in their stomachs. When swimming close to shore, the tiger shark will not pass up a bird. They've been seen leaping out of the water to gobble up one in one bite. Number 8. The sea anemone. Like the octopus, the sea anemone is another ocean predator that uses its tentacles to grab hold of its prey and feed itself. Unlike the octopus though, the anemone is stationary, usually attaching to rocks. Their tentacles have special stinging cells called nematocysts that paralyze their prey. The unwitting fish or crab is then unable to fight back as the anemone slowly uses its tentacles to move the prey into its mouth and devour it. Just recently, a researcher caught a sea anemone on video eating a seabird. It is not known how the anemone caught the bird, but regardless, that earns the sea anemone a spot on our list. Number 7. The killifish. The killifish is an unusual fish that prefers to spend most of its time in very shallow water or even on shore. It's been said that the killifish can survive on land for up to 2 whole months. They also prefer to hunt on land, with insects being their prey of choice. Crickets are thought to be a favorite of the killifish. They will leap out of the air to snag their dinner and drag it back down into the water. Number 6. The great white shark. Is it possible that there is an animal on Earth more terrifying than the great white shark? Not likely. Just one glance at its razor-sharp teeth and you'll be having flashbacks to the first time you ever watched Jaws. Like many species on this list, the great white is not particularly fussy about what it dines on. In addition, they are known to be very aggressive, which makes them one of the most formidable hunters in the water. Although they have been known to take a bite out of an unlucky surfer or swimmer, it is almost unheard of for a shark to actually eat a human. There have unfortunately been reported instances in South Africa and Australia of great whites attacking and eating people. Number 5. The archer fish. At first glance, it's hard to imagine how the tiny archer fish could make it onto this list. Don't judge a fish by its size though. These diminutive fish live in the brackish waters of estuaries and swamps, and these habitats provide the perfect environment for these little guys to practice their archery skills. It is likely that you are imagining the fish leaping from the water like an arrow loosed from a bow, but the archer fish is not actually the arrow. It is, quite appropriately, the archer. This fish has developed the ability to spit a jet of water up into the branches and knock insects down into the water below. Once the insects are in the water, the archer fish only needs to scoop them up and it's dinner time. Number 4. The eel catfish. These catfish live in the freshwater streams of Central Africa and are masters of catching a meal either in the water or on land. Underwater, they act as filter feeders, sucking up water and small bits of food. But when they hunt on land, they have an entirely different method. The eel catfish has adapted to be able to breathe air, which helps them remain out of water long enough to grab a bite to eat. Eel catfish are known to have a taste for big, juicy beetles. Number 3. The silver arowana. Also known as the flying fish, monkeyfish, and dragonfish, the silver arowana lives in the freshwater habitats of South America and generally prefers to eat small fish and crustaceans that also live in the water. When forested areas are flooded though, the arowana makes the most of its new living space and looks to the limbs and branches above for its next meal. They have been known to catch and eat large insects, spiders, snakes, bats, mice, and even rabbits. They're a very popular fish for aquarium owners, although we recommend keeping any other pets away from the tank. Number 2. The Bottlenose Dolphin. Our number 2 pick is a bit of a cheater when it comes to this list, but when you see these dolphins in action, you'll understand why we gave them a spot. Dolphins only eat other ocean-dwelling animals such as fish, octopus, squid, and crustaceans. They're among the smartest animals on Earth and have been said to be the smartest animal in the ocean. Bottlenose dolphins put their big brains to work when it comes to hunting for prey. They've been known to work in groups to herd a school of fish onto shore. They then use their bodies to make a barrier at the edge of the waves and gobble up the fish as they are pulled backwards by the tide. While these fish that they eat are not truly land animals, this ingenious tactic earns the dolphins their spot. Number 1. The rainbow trout. The rainbow trout is one of the most common fish in the world and also one of the most sought after by fishing enthusiasts. Maybe by the end of this video that will have changed though. Rainbow trout primarily eat freshwater shrimp, which contribute to their pinkish-orange flesh. Aside from the shrimp, rainbow trout dine on insects, fish eggs, minnows, and other small fish. It also seems as though these beautiful fish have a taste for something a little furrier. Across the world, people report that they have seen rainbow trout pluck small mice from lake and riverbanks. They will also take advantage of any unlucky mouse that happens to fall into the water. Which of these badass animals did you think takes the crown as the baddest of them all? Drop us a note in the comments and let us know which one is your top pick. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell too for updates on our newest Under the Sea videos. Until next time, stay curious.